Alrighty then, let's get going here. I'm going to start out with the T-37. Alright, let's hope for a little bit of good matchmaking here. Famous last words. Oh god. Hello everyone though. Yeah, today's going to be kind of similar to yesterday. Like I'm starting out with the T-37 here since I have a request. But I'm going to do premiums for, about the first hour. Then after that, if you have any standard tanks you'd like me to play, I'll gladly get to them. Just need to continue to hammer out as many credits as I can. Okay. Why did I jinx myself with the matchmaking? Hello though, Lukenberg. Hello, can't pronounce your name, but hello nonetheless. I'm pretty sure you are Russian, maybe. But yeah, hopefully it's going good for you guys so far if you're playing tanks. Matchmaking seems to have it out for, Uber and I here. If it's any indication from yesterday. Today I won't be able to go too much past 11 like I did yesterday. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my best to fit all the requests in, but I can't. I'm gonna have to end right around 11 a.m. my time. I just have a work meeting to go to, so I can't exactly stick around for too long after 11 o'clock. Wasn't expecting him to stay there, honestly, because he should be able to get hit. But these guys are too busy looking at the center. Oh well. Yeah, I can get to the SP1C after I get some premiums done. I just did a 50% credit booster, so the first hour I'm going to be doing mainly just tier 8 premium, stuff like that. Then any other request I'll get to, standard tanks. Why is this guy afraid to frickin' drive through the frickin' puddle? Here we go, very nice. Whew, 2 hits. At least I can aim here. Alright, that's not good there. Granted, this bat chat, if he's fully reloaded, he could help us a lot. I'm just gonna hold back a second or two though. If I can time this right, I should be able to slip by their T-32 here. Should. And kill their T-29. Or I'll just get a shot on the T-32. That works for me too. Ooh, that's not good. I should have kind of expected that, considering the rest of their team is camping in their base. Shit. I was not expecting our 1390 to dive in there. Here we go, we got a nice little fire. He does not have a fire extinguisher, or he's just not using if he has a manual one. So that worked out. Alright, I'll give it a go to try to spot some people. Uber's up there in a pretty tight situation. Shit, there's an Udez there. This is a little bit risky for me to push up like this, but if I can get a shot on that TD, that would be very nice. Granted, him just one-shotting me is extremely high. Come on, guys, hurry up and push before we get killed. That's one tank where I know he's pinpoint accurate, so... And he's freaking too tiny for me to shoot. Ah, shit, I'm gonna get shot by one of these TDs behind me. I got a little bit lucky there. Going through a frickin' P95 is not gonna be fun. Shit, this SU, he's not coming down my way. Not that it matters too much because they just killed my other light up here with me. Don't know. It's like we do still have 2 SPGs. That guy's running away though, so I'm not even gonna bother. It's like this is still winnable for us. It's definitely gonna be difficult, but don't think he saw me. But if I can get a view on their arty, that would be extremely nice. If their arty's actually up here. That's... Yep, there it is. Don't need premium rounds for him, but it's what I had loaded. Oh lord. Oh, can I kill a T95 with an APCR from a T37? I honestly do not know that question, and the SU-152 got me. I was trying my best there, but I guess that bat chat wasn't loaded because when the T95 pointed my way, he didn't swap over. Oh well. I was trying to get lucky there, and that didn't exactly pay off. Alright, so now to some premium tanks. Like I can get to the SP1C and also the KB1 once I get through this little credit grinding hour here. I just don't want to waste you know, my 50% credit boost here. I still need at least 1 million credits to pick up the Emil 1, and yeah, that's the next tank I need to buy on my list. And then after that, I have to buy the Type 4 Heavy. Also the Strev 1030. I'm within 1,000 or 10,000 XP of getting that. Yeah. So gotta get some grinding in at some point. Which yesterday, for those who are on Discord knows I was working on a map strategy video for mines. I'm gonna have to tweak it a little bit. The first time I recorded it, didn't exactly turn out like I liked, and OBS decided to kind of jumble up the last like 4 or 5 minutes of it. It was a mess. You know, it screwed up recording, so I had to re-record it, and not sure if I liked how it came out. Yeah, I think it's just a little bit too long. Like, I was hoping to keep it under 20 minutes. And because I can talk a lot about like maps and different little areas and stuff, but this ended up being about 35 minutes for a small map like Mines. Not sure if that's exactly the, the best thing, so. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Like, are you freaking kidding me, Bulldog? Like, the guy was spotted. Like, little shit like that pisses me off, but whatever. I guess it is kind of my fault too, but at the same time, like, you gotta be kidding me. They don't have a lot of armor, which we should be able to push the south like fairly easily. I'm hoping none of their arty is up there. They have quite a bit of it. At least their bat chat's that way. Whoop, already did hit Uber. Already loves you, holy shit, dude. Artie has loved Uber. I don't know why I came near him, because the likelihood of, him getting hit again was pretty high there. Alright, I'm gonna head this way. It's a little bit shorter. Yeah, the T-44 zipped through there, but this thing, it's slow enough to where you're not going to be able to get through some areas quick. I'm going to see if I can get up here since they are aiming at other things. Do I want to brawl against a T-10? No, but don't shoot. And yeah, I get hit by the frickin' Skoda. I hate those goddamn things. Okay. This is going to be very difficult for us because we're possibly about to lose arty. Our light tanks aren't even reacting to, those lights pushing in on our arty. They're just kind of sitting there like, you expect us to save you? Okay. So I was concerned about that T-10. I'm glad they're not causing HP damage, but still, I'm trying to get shots here. It's just, I don't exactly have, the angle on them. But it doesn't look like... yep, of course there's still that Skoda there. Oh, those things just have freaking wicked gun handling. Yeah, we're just getting picked apart. This map's all about, flanking at the right times, and yeah, didn't exactly work out too well for us. I was like, holy shit, what is spotting me? It's their frickin' Conqueror gun carrier in the center. Like, holy shit. Why do you gotta be smart? You definitely don't want to hide behind that. At least he's dead. Where the hell did their... shit, there's their T-10. Holy shit. I was like, where'd their T-10 go? There he is. Right exactly... I'm gonna die by a ram. Right exactly where I didn't want him. Okay. Hello, Simon. Nice to see you. I do not speak Russian or whatever language that is, unfortunately. But hello. At least we did win Karelia there. Got a mastery badge first class. You know, luckily they pulled that out for us. So let's hop into a T-34 and try something a little different. Okay. But yeah, feel free to request tanks because after I get through some premium tanks, if you would like to see any tier 7 or 8 premiums, feel free to mention them. But once I get through the first hour here, then I'll start doing non-premium ones. Yay, another tier 10 match. Seems like that's all we get in the morning. Maybe should play some... Yeah, I might just go to frickin' preferential matchmaking because yesterday too, playing in the morning, every single match there's just not a huge population. It seems like every match you get is tier 10 in the morning on North American server if you play tier 8 to tier 10. But if we do like IS6s or something, then there's no way that we can get a frickin' match like that. Alright, they have quite a few mediums. So do we. I'm tempted to fight in the center. However, for whatever reason, we have a FV going up there. Don't know if that's the smartest decision, since he can't exactly fight over the ridge, but maybe he knows something I do not. It's just I've tried it before and it does not work out too well. Of course, that's what they say. He should have spotted me. Yes, I do, Hugo. Alrighty then. Yeah, it's just our team's set up decent. I'm not too sure why. Like it's very hard for him to get spotted here down this Artie. But I'm not even sure why Artie sits here too, because the chances of a scout going just far enough when you fired and getting lit up is, it's a decent chance for them to do that. But just I've seen a lot of times Artie get spotted when it sits, near the flag. As far as how the enemy's set up, it looks like they have these TDs here. More likely than not, they're all sitting over here. They have some mediums spread here, but they're probably just going to camp, and then they're going to push. They're going to push over on this side, most likely. It looks like. But we don't exactly have. Yeah, the Black Prince is fun when it's top tier. Outside of that, though, it could be a little difficult to use. We got two mediums sitting back near Artie. Yeah, this is... I don't even know what I could do differently to... The only thing I could do is pull all the way back and try to get over here to spot, but even then, that's not exactly gonna be a long-term solution. But yeah, this map can be very frustrating because it's, long and drawn out when your team isn't, spotting and in good spots when you're low tier, but I'm gonna try my best. Give a middle finger to Artie. Awesome, they killed the T-32. Alright, there's a couple of their TDs, guys. Say I moved over a little bit because I had a feeling that was going to happen. But I've got plenty of shells in this thing. I might as well see if I can hit that leopard one or something. No, I'm not doing that. You know why I'm not doing that? Because it does sound like a good idea. You know, spot that for them to hit it. They're not spotting these guys here, so nah. We're just gonna die. It is stupid pushing into pre-aimed enemies, and they not only have already aiming over here, but well, yeah, I don't know where that bat chat died, but that was a little strange. Granted, yeah, you never know. You might see someone. Dink. Let me do that. You never know who's watching the stream. Granted, that also kind of hurts myself. Hello, Martin. Nice to see you. And because that T-92 freaking blind shot it. He tried to blind shot me as well. Go figure, the freaking Leopard 1 just shot me as well. Ah shit, there's a bat chat there, and of course I miss him. Awesome. That's one downside of streaming now. I've had it happen before. Nothing recent, but where someone's on the enemy team and, you know, watching your stream, but yeah, at this point, it's a little bit strange how, you know, we are getting artied even with stuff turned off, but there's only so much you can do. But I could just rush in like that guy tried to do and spot, but honestly it's worse than, you know, it's worse than just letting it play out and seeing if you can do a little bit more. Ah, that freaking bat chat. Awesome. See, I get how we didn't see him when he wasn't firing, but it is a little bit annoying when he must have some camo crews on that, because usually you can't double up. You can't double up on bushes there to be able to block shots when you fire. As far as vision goes, you know, bushes can't block a shot, but unfortunately, though, our team, you know, we set up pretty defensively, they set up pretty defensively, and it basically just comes down to who pushes into who, and so far, that's our team's been the one trying to push out there, and, you know, they've just been kind of sending a scout here or there and lighting us up, and there's no way you can get around that. There's that little bugger again. I'm gonna try to get a shot off, but at this point, maybe I'll try to get a little bit of damage for people over here, but yeah. At this point, I probably should just go kill myself, but yep, I'm spotted there again, but that was oh well. That was a little bit weird, but I don't think I have Sixth Sense on this crew, so that was just a strange match. No, I don't have Sixth Sense. Okay, so let me hop into Lava. Um, but yeah, unfortunately, with that map, when you're not, please go away, copyright free person, goodbye. Um, yeah, like in a T-34, you can't exactly spot in that tank. Like I would have went to the center if there wasn't as much arty on their team, but yeah, it's just unfortunately that is a map very dependent on people knowing how to abuse vision as far as spotting goes. Even if you don't have a scout, but mediums, even heavy sometimes can function as them on that map. You need someone out spotting. Say spotting from here. That way you can take shots on enemies right in front of them, and you're not seen. But if your team's not set up like that, it's just slowly a domino effect. Your team just gets chipped away. If you're in the front, you're just gonna die early. You might get a little bit of assist damage, but you're still gonna die and lose. If you're in the back like that, it's just a long, drawn out fight. Hello, Abdul. Nice to see you. But I've seen it plenty of times, and yeah, we got nobody heading over there. I guess I will hunker down. I don't exactly want to be out here, but at the very least, I'll stay. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to push if there's something like a tier 9 or what have you over here. I don't like going to this flank just because it's very hard to push up if there's actually people defending. It's high risk, low reward flank, but I'm gonna at least see what our team runs into. Unfortunately, our team, they saw a couple things and they all stopped right in the frickin' center. At least they didn't take too much damage, but let's see what this T30 spot or T37 spots over here. So there's no arty, so with just Uber, myself, and this T37, if we lose, a tank or two, it could definitely be in some trouble. But yeah, I think we're either gonna sit back there and not encounter anything, or like I'd rather actually go to the bridge, but we can't just leave this completely wide open. I guess I have a feeling we're going to be fighting against a T95 and a Yag Tiger. Okay. But, haven't seen anything yet, so just kind of have to go with it. Yeah, they pushed across the bridge. Wonderful. Yep, there's the Yag Tiger. Oh god. Not that there's much that we can do about this. That was very stupid. Very stupid for me. I went the wrong direction as far as angling goes. At least they backed off though, so technically we're doing a little bit more than, you know, we're 2 tier 8s, but yeah. The rest of our team, it looks very suspect. You know, our south doesn't look like it's definitely not a favorable matchup. An IS3 T90 or T29 against a T95 and ST1. That isn't exactly going to work out in our favor. Come on. Throw me a bone here. That miss was kind of on me, but didn't make it any less annoying. I'm pretty sure I hit the T-37's, you know, dead tank. No way I can pen that without APCR. And even then it's very... there we go. Very iffy. Alright. Do I think that we can push on this guy? No. Do we have to try? Maybe. Our team, it's doing better than I thought it was going to, honestly. But they're getting boxed in by a bunch of freaking heavy tanks. Can we get a little bit of help? I'm not sure. The Uda's... Alright, he's setting up near the base. It's just if we lose this flank, if we push, it's gonna be worse for our team than... Shit. Hey, Yag Tiger. Yeah, unfortunately, pushing into this guy, it's just... I'm just hoping, you know, one of our sides down there wins, but it's not looking good. Okay, I got a hit on him. He still got his freaking 1200 HP though. Unfortunately. Yeah, we just lost. Whatever. It's just maybe I can get a lucky little bounce here. But yeah, our team just got wiped off the map. Okay, didn't think that was possible right there, but I would try to get around him and flank him. However, shit, don't take Uber out. Ah. Fuck. You really had to hit my engine? God damn you, dude. Nah. You didn't let me kill him. Oh well. But we tried. It's just... yeah. I should have played that a little bit more aggressive, but we would have been able to take him out if they didn't have help from the bridge, but oh well. Alright, time to get a little bit of matchmaking on our side. Oh, thanks for that. That's why. I had to reload it. Thanks for mentioning that. It's only a half hour into the stream and I didn't even notice that. But oh crap, 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 crap. No. Yeah, this says preferential. I'm like, he's same tank, and it's one letter off. But yeah, thanks for mentioning that. I was doing videos yesterday, and honestly, I forgot to fix that. Well, hey, little dog. Okay. Unavailable. I guess it doesn't want us to see that match. That's a little bit odd. Yeah, thanks Echo Baby, and also Martin. I didn't exactly get what you were saying. It's been an early day for me this morning, honestly. And I have I'm getting ready for a meeting right after this, so I can't. Hence why I can't stream any later than 11 this morning, unlike yesterday where I went about like 40 minutes longer. So I have a busy day ahead of me. So maybe I'm a little distracted. Okay. And it's never fun getting a, hey, we have a meeting in 2 days. That's nice. You start playing World of Tanks again. Honestly, the game doesn't really World of Tanks has a problem with player retention at low tiers, especially on the North American server. I don't feel like the game begins until at the very very minimal tier 4, but usually tier 5. Like the game just changes completely once you start getting to at least tier 4, tier 5 specifically. Before that, it just feels like a very prolonged and painful tutorial because you have crappy crews, you're in these tiny little ass tanks, and it just doesn't feel anything like the high tiers. Like the HP to firepower ratios are just like all over the frickin' board. Didn't get hit by anything, but it does not mean that nothing is out here. I just know better than to push out there by myself. Really? I guess I hit him on the turret. But yeah, they really do need to work on making the game a little bit more accessible to players. At this point in its lifespan, they need to, definitely fix that, because it's not like people that actually have played the game for a while play low tiers a lot, because it's not fun. Awesome. And I have a HE shell that I do not want. I was trying my damnedest not to get a low... a low roll there, hitting his track, and I hit his freaking hole and it didn't penetrate. Duh. Go figure. Yeah, I'm getting shot from the butt, so I'm gonna push up a little bit further here. I don't exactly want to go here, but it's better than getting hit from, you know, places where I can't actually see them. Like that Hellcat had hit me, so even though this is putting me technically in more danger, I think it's the better choice of the two. Uh-oh, we got caught on each other. Alright, our team should be fine with these guys. I'm just gonna double back. Yeah, honestly, to improve the game drastically, it would just be, not to say simple fix, but just switching World of Tank crews over to a system much like World of Warships, where you don't have the whole 50%, 100% crews, stuff like that, and it just makes it a lot easier for newer players to kind of be on par with veteran players. But, you know, crews, you know, definitely make them a lot of money, so, you know, I could see where, you know, basically changing anything at this point where it affects their bottom line, they're like, but they gotta do it at some point. It just might be a little bit too late for most players by the time they get to it. Yeah. But yeah, some of the people that do get enjoyment out of playing low tiers, the seal clubbers, it's kind of sad. I enjoy a low tier match every now and then because I just find it like fun. Like I don't care if I do good, bad, whatever. You know, it's just fun sometimes driving like a little go-kart, basically. But I don't know if it looks like he's AFK. I was about to say if he's pointing at me, then he really has a problem if he's trying to shoot me over everybody else. Gotta love the accuracy on his gun sometimes, though. But if you think driving with 4 keys is hard, granted, you know, everyone who first started out, it's hard to control and you run into walls and stuff. Let me just get through this first. Yeah, pretty decent match. The enemy team didn't exactly do too much, though. I'm trying to stick to preferential tanks just because our matchmaking is so freaking terrible. But if you think the controls are bad, you should try the game I played, you know, at this point, like almost 2 weeks ago, Dreadnought. You not only have, you know, the WASD keys for forward, left, right, and stuff, you also have, I think it's shift to go down, space to go up. Luckily, you can't tilt the ship. It's just, you know, up, down, and then all the other keys. But figuring out, you know, with those 2 extra keys added on and the different, you know, planes of elevation, it's like, oh, like I get so confused sometimes. Please don't ask people to sub your channel. That's not yeah. Alright, for requests, yeah, I can play the FCM. I can do the Super Persian again. IS-2, I can do that as well. Even though we're doing preferential tanks, watch, every single match from now on is going to be like tier 9 tanks. It's like middle finger to us. Yeah, it's like the crew thing, you know, it early on, like I get that they were probably trying to add a little bit of like progression to the game or something like that, but over the years basically I find it hurts your newest players the most for like trying to actually get a crew that isn't complete shit, and it hurts them the most, and then it also hurts your longest. Awesome. That was just wonderful. It hurts your longtime players also because, you know, they're sick and tired of having to deal with that crew system. And then the people in the middle that play a little bit here or there, it probably affects them the least because really they don't care that much. Ooh, you are gonna push. Don't know how I snapshot at him, which awesome. Artillery. Thanks so much, Artie. You are such a bud. Yeah. It's just at this point they're pushing our other side. I would like to help, but now I'm getting shot from the hill. Oh Lord, it's only a matter of time before I get shot by something. Yeah, that's gonna kill me. Awesome. I'm just not having any good luck today. Hello, Joshua. No, I know. The whole usually with crews, it's you know the silver it's almost like throwing it's almost like throwing your money down the drain a lot of times, especially at low tiers where you're only in a tank for a certain amount of battles. So this isn't gonna work out too well for us here. This match. I don't even know. Yeah. Okay, let's hop into the FCM here. I really hope something starts switching here. It's just after, yesterday was a pretty fun stream and play session. It was just, yes, I do have the M4A1 equipped up. I can hop into that. It's just for matchmaking's been brutal. I hate to complain about it because usually I don't care too much if I get in low tier matches, but for the past 2 or 3 times that I've played the World of Tanks on the stream, which I haven't played the game outside of the stream recently, it's just been freaking brutal. One match after another. Here or there you get it lets up, but you don't get any any love from matchmaker, it seems like now. Another person that is no, I'm just gonna start. You're banned because that's the second time that you frickin' spam the goddamn chat channel with your subscribe to my channel. It's if you want people to watch you, make good videos and do it regularly. That's how people watch you. Not going to other people's channels and trying to spam the chat. It won't just get you ignored, it gets you banned from my channel. It's usually people that do that, I take them off of, the ban list after a couple weeks or whenever I'm around in my account settings, but that person in specific, he's not coming off. But, alright. We have a lot of people on the other side. I'm hopefully not gonna get pushed on here, but knowing my luck. Alright. Yeah, if you guys, even if there's any non-premium tanks you want to see, still feel free to request them. I am kind of compiling a list where I will be playing, non-premium tanks after, probably about 4 battles here, give or take a few. I'm pretty sure the Emil is the one that had spotted me, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm just trying to see where most of their tanks had. This isn't exactly a tank that you want to take too many risks in, given the lack of armor and also its size. I'm not going to be able to get any shots on him. So yeah, I took a shot at him since I had a tree and a bush in between me. The likelihood of him, you know, penetrating or even seeing me was pretty low. Seeing as there's not a lot of people here, though, I'm going to take a little bit of a gamble and push out here. So if it's just this guy, I like our chances. Of course, it's not just this guy. It's a tank with actual armor, so I'm going to have to load up some skill rounds. Since I really hope Artie spares me. We're getting no love from our SPG though. Usually I would push up there, but honestly, yeah. At this point I need to hopefully be able to run away without taking too many shots here. And now there's a Cent 7. Yeah. No way, no how. I gotta... Yeah, I'm probably gonna die. Yep. I didn't see those guys, but now our Artie starts pinging over there, but yeah. Honestly, it didn't help that, granted it was my fault for kind of pushing out there. I took a little bit of a risk, but it would have been nice if these guys had just pulled down here a pinch instead of trying to crest over, and you know, they could have gotten a couple more shots, but yeah, that was stupid on my part in the FCM. It's just one of those days where, you know, when you're not in a rhythm, you're just making stupid choices. Exactly, Martin. Like, I fall into the same thing too. I know I'm the meanest person in the world, but come on, we gotta do something. Yeah, I use the HT client. It would be pretty evident if it was the standard client. Those graphics are they're pretty bad. Alright, so I'll do the M4 here. Then I have IS-2 Berlin Super Persian request too. Alright, obviously I need to just chug my coffee here. All you do is get harpooned. I kind of feel the same way sometimes. Like right now and yesterday, but honestly I'm fighting the urge because I have so many tanks I need credit for. I am fighting the urge of unlocking them for money, honestly, but it's one thing I told myself I would never do is convert gold to credit. Yeah. Pretty sure I would go broke with the amount of tanks I want. But this is going to be a tough map for this tank. It's just, I would sit back here to start with to see if I can get some shots, but looking at their team makeup, they're not going to push the 3 to 4 that hard. Yeah, I really wish I could speak Russian. Honestly, that would help out a lot, but yeah. Or, yeah. It's usually Spanish doesn't really come up too much. Especially for a game that's very popular over in Russia. Holy shit. That was bad on my part. Like, oh, let's just let this dude crest over the hill. I was close. Not close enough, though. Shit, that 110 got Uber. Yeah, unfortunately with this tank, you got no armor to speak of. Like, the M4 chassis definitely is not something that you're going to get a bounce or two off of at this tier. Trying to pull these guys back because we have quite a few tanks behind us here, but here we go. At least we got them down to one-shottable levels. Poked out a little bit too far there. Just track him so I get a little bit of assist damage and so he can't run away. Please stop aiming at me. Of course they have their freaking tier 10 bat chat over here. They also have another M4 that can, yeah. No surprise that we have almost our whole team, as far as our big guns, sitting back here, and yeah, their whole team's on this side. Oh my god. Okay, it's IS-2 now. Not doing... It's like... Yeah, I do like the gun on that tank. It's just... Alright, IS-2. Like I'm trying. I got one more match here for my personal reserve. Hopefully we can get in it in time. That way I can get one more 50% credit boost. But yeah, sometimes, you know, playing, like, grinding out premium tanks, it can go pretty poorly because, you know, a lot of premium tanks, you know, they're not exactly balanced like elite tanks are. Like, you do have, like, the Patriot, AMX M4, even the Scorpion, but I don't exactly play the best in the Scorpion. To, you know, you're getting more credits, but a lot of times you're doing yourself a little disservice by playing certain premiums. But gotta get credit somehow. Honestly, after I'm done these grinds with the lines I'm in now, I'm probably gonna go back to just grinding 1-2 tank lines at a time. I can't do 4. I'm at, like, right now I'm doing like 6 different tank lines. It's just stretching me a little bit too thin. Okay. At least there's no arty, so I'll head over on this side of the map. Main reason I'm heading over here is, well, hopefully they can put TDs up here since they don't have arty, but they don't exactly have a lot of armor on their TDs. And I'd be more likely to be able to poke out a little bit safer over on this side, I feel like, if I can get down into here. It does depend on my team and if they actually push with me, but we shall see. Ah, shit. Thank you for missing me. I was about to say, I forgot there's a little bump up there. Come on. You're big bad IS tanks. Push into us. Yep. You're just getting banned for your username, dude. Feel free to come back if you change your username, honestly. Why don't people have anything better to do with their lives? Yep, we had too long to take that. The Russian guy? I'll translate it to after the match. Thanks, Echo Baby. I'm just afraid of these ISs pushing in here. That's why I'm loading premium. The likelihood of that happening is fairly high. At least we have an IS-3A behind us now. That helps out a little bit. Let's see, what is our freaking SP-1C doing? Like, whew. I had to rush that shot because I saw our T-34 freaking pushing in there hard. I didn't want to shoot him. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Track him. He just blew his repair kit and he got shot twice. I can't see the frickin' Borsig, unfortunately. Let's say it'd be very nice to know where he's exactly at. At least the SP-1C is moving up now. Come on. Really need our other side to kill that FV there. I'm gonna try to help you, dude. That was probably the worst shot I've taken today. Come on. That was stupid. That was very stupid of me to push up like that. Shit, now everything's kind of coming apart now. Why did I... Yeah. I shouldn't have left that corner with that T-34. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now I'm just gonna get deleted here. I'm pretty sure you're a troll too, but yeah. What's up with the amount of freaking people trolling today? I'm just going off of their names, and that. But honestly, I don't know if that Russian guy is actually. He might just be cursing, but I don't think he's doing anything bad. But I'm pretty sure that last person's name was Alu Akbar or whatever. But very odd considering the person I guess banned right before that. But you know, obviously today has everything coming against the stream. I'm playing like crap. At least we both of us did good, but we're just not winning here. And yeah. But yeah, they must not have any freaking bridges to shake money out of people today. We just can't buy a win. Alright, so time to get to some regular tanks. If you have any, regular tanks you want to play, feel free to mention them. First up for a request was the SP1C, and then we have the KV1 after that. But, oh my god. Ooh. If this is any indication how the rest of my day is going to go, since, not to say work meetings suck, but, it is a business meeting. They're never fun. So, hopefully that goes a little bit better than here. Denmark, it's 3 p.m. I don't know if anyone's watched South Park, but you guys need to get that troll trace program up and running. But yep, it's definitely a troll there. So I'm just gonna sit here and keep blocking this person because honestly, it takes me 2 seconds just to hit block. I don't think the person realizes that. All right. Yeah, I can do the 110, Joshua. Which, yeah, since there are trolls, I don't think I'm gonna be putting that link to the Discord today, the Discord server. Not gonna do it, but if you guys are interested, I can give it to you if you private message me. I have an account, same username, across all World of Tanks servers if you want to PM me for it. But, another stream, I'll post a link to it. But there is a reason why if you join the Discord server, I give you permission. And if I don't know your username, it's nice to try to keep them the same or at least tell me if it's different. Because I don't want people trolling the Discord server that I created for the stream. Yep, trolls are very... I'm sure it's just one person, honestly, looking at it. He's probably spending way too much time and effort to try to create new YouTube names. Because the time in between trolls is about the time it takes to set up a fake email and come up with some childish name. But anyway, you got the SP1C here. It's a little bit slow, so hopefully I don't get popped early on, but because I don't have 6th Sense on this. Hello, Anthony. Nice to see you. Okay. Spotted most of their team heading that way, so how about I go the other side? Doesn't make sense to bash my head in a light tank against all those enemies over there. But I will try to spot one more time since I now have some people lined up to fire. I can actually see something, that would be great, though. Oh, I need to finish my coffee after some of the matches today. Well, I think I've spotted most of their team. There's an AMX M4 45 over there. I don't know why we have stuff like the IS-6 and stuff up in the frickin' mountains. That pisses me off, but honestly, I should go over here and try to spam some heat through this guy with how my morning's been. Sorry, dude, but I would very much like to win this match. If it means chucking heat at you, then I'm gonna do it. But I'm still gonna try to spot, because we still have a lot of people sitting back trying to, you know, sniping IS-6s and stuff like that, so... Took a chance that KV-85 wasn't pointing his gun at me, so... You know, I assumed that, you know, he didn't see me. And, yeah, and there's 2 TDs back there. That's what I get for assuming. Oh, even if I had survived that second shot, they critical hit at a couple of my modules there. Oh, Lord. Hello, Dana. Well, that makes it easier. If you're trying to be funny, whoever that was, you're still going to get banned. Anyway, good morning, Dana. Nice to see you. Like, honestly, I don't know what that IS-6 is doing. But anyway, after this, I'm going to be playing the KV-1 and then the 110 heavy tank. Oh, Lord. Granted, I hate people that spam the map, but honestly, I don't know what that IS-6 is thinking. I'd be a little bit less annoyed at it if, say, we were defending, but, you know, there's a certain time limit. Like, we're under 6 minutes here, and not only are we down 3 tanks, but the IS-6... Let me see if I can actually get to him. Or, yeah, it's not even in a spot. This person's going on my blacklist. It's not even a spot where you're too far away to actually hit any tank here. And he's just aiming for right at this spot here. So, yeah. We still have a chance, though, even though we're now down 4 tanks, so. Yeah, I can do the T-28 prototype too, Gary. Since I really hope we win this, because it would be nice to get that double down on the SP1C, but... oh shit. A miracle is happening. Which I should have up. Hopefully, I did clip out, you know, the miracle that happened yesterday of when looks can kill. I think I'm going to name that video of that Object 140 when I was in the T95E2 just going nope and diving off the clip. I should have that up later today, I hope. I just have to clip a couple little, you know, there's a bit extra on either side of it. Well, if you're really not trying to troll, because you seem to be the same person, feel free to stick around, but I'm still going to put you in timeout. So, if after 5 minutes you still want to hang around and chat like a normal human being, feel free. I wish maybe for April Fools that would be funny. A mouse with a 12 clip ammo or 12 round autoloader and as fast as AMX ELC. I almost feel like for April Fools they should, but then people get pissed off because of their stats. Make a make it so April Fools T95s go as fast as say like a T4 a light tank basically. Make it as fast as a light tank. That would be hilarious. Pretty sure people would just end up ramming the hell out of each other. Which nope. I had high hopes for this IS-6 and they ended up pulling back. Oh my god. This is yeah. I think this is well, matchmaking and the way I've been playing has been terrible today, but I think this is like the most amount of people I've had to ban on or put in timeout across people trying to mess with the stream or spamming join my channel. I think I've ever had to do for a stream, and we're only an hour and 15 minutes into it. But yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for you, Uber, because oh, like you're doing very well, and like I definitely took a stupid risk, but yeah. Hello, Sore Ace. Possibly Jensen. That's why I'm not letting it get to me. Honestly, all it takes, like, I'm sure people, that like to troll think you're actually bothering somebody, but all it literally takes is for me to hit the alt or not the alt button, but I just alt tab and I right click on his name for me and it bans him. It takes 2 seconds. And if I want to put someone in timeout, I don't just right click. I pull down the drop down menu and hit timeout. Very good job, Dana. Or not Dana, Uber. Oh god. I'm getting names messed up again. But yeah, this was yeah, very good job though, but yeah. The IS-6, nah. He's down there at the bottom. Alright, KV1's the next request up. Here we go. Maybe I should let Levi playing. He might play better than me right now. The very very strong possibility. Yay, we got airfield tier 5 match. Let's see how this works out here. Yeah, that's one thing I like about YouTube is you know, compared to Twitch. Not that Twitch chat moderation's too much different, but YouTube, it's a little bit easier while you're streaming just to quickly boop pop somebody. Thank you very much, Russian guy. Good luck and hopefully matchmaking and, you know, RNGs on your side. Hopefully you do not get, I don't even know if you understand me, but hopefully you know, you don't get players like that IS-6 that was on my team last time on your team. It's like, despite no, I have not, Dana. I just got done doing some premium tanks, which went over very, very poorly. But I can do the VK4502B. But even though like matchmaking, basing it on skill level would help in some ways, like even though I complain about matchmaking, they really just, the next update for matchmaking that might be this next patch coming up in I think the second or third week of February. I think towards the end though, more like third week of February, it might release. At least on a Russian server, it's gonna do a lot of good for the game because they're finally making it so teams balance out a little bit more appropriately, as far as having all heavy tanks or all TDs on a team, stuff like that. That's going to help out a lot with the one-sidedness of matches. It's still not going to be skill-based, which I think, you know, they don't want to do because, you know, at this point that's a pretty drastic change. And there are game modes where, you know, it is somewhat skill-based, the different game modes that you can do with your clan or clan wars. But yeah, it's just, that's definitely going to be a welcome sight for a lot of people. Having teams, they're not going to be identically mirrored because that would be kind of monotone, but kind of like my voice. Oh, what is this guy doing here? I'm perfectly fine with him sitting there like that, but it's not exactly a good spot. I might get popped by a TD here, but it looks like they are camping hard. Why all the dislikes? I'm sure it's one person trying to troll the stream, which I'm not even sure if that's you, but yeah, there's one guy trying to troll the stream today, which, whatever. Yeah, I can play the SU-100Y. Like, really at this point, until, you know, I can't go too much past 11 a.m. today. If not, I can't really go past it at all today, unlike yesterday. I'll pretty much play anything right now. I'm not too dead set on getting doubles done. You know, I might be able to pop on later, which if I can pop on later, I might, you know, stream for an hour or something. But yeah, I'm not too dead set on getting all my doubles done today. But yeah, feel free to hit the like button, you know, if you like the stream. Not that, you know, liking a video and disliking a video does help its placement on YouTube, but it's not going to, you know, provide any negative impact for, you know, my channel if one video gets a bunch of likes from random new accounts. And Google does take that into, you know, into factor, fortunately. Somebody found that they have newfound mod powers. That's one thing I like, that, you know, a lot of you guys are frequent viewers, and, you know, I know some of you too, and, you know, I like that I can give a lot of you guys mod powers. Alright, nice little quick win here for us. Yay! I'll take a quick win. Alright, so the 110 is up after this. And then with the T28 Proto, the VK4502B, and then the SU100Y. Pretty much. But the 110, you know, it's full matchmaking here. But yeah, but more or less, like, you know, I have a website, and you know, I use Google's advertising tools and stuff like that. So I've read into a lot of their like stuff for search engines, stuff like that, and you know, more or less they do take into account like certain things where if people are either trolling your website or YouTube account, stuff like that, you can get like thousands of thumbs downs or like spam comments. It doesn't have any impact on your website anymore. They've even put in place certain algorithms to weed out Reddit. There's something that, because I follow Reddit, a few things over there, and you know, people make Reddit posts and get enough thumbs up to like make certain images #1 on Google, like when you search like different people and stuff like that. They put in safe places or safeguards into that now. Oh, you aced your second Artie? Thank you very much, whoever. Yeah, thank you, Uber, for getting rid of JJ Baller. Alright, so assault mode again. Hopefully this is not a repeat. I'm gonna head this way. Funny talking about trolls, but Ryan's sister's ex-husband, a lot of people relate him to one. It's just funny when... No, we can't all push down into one side. I'm going this way. I might regret going this way, but no. And by this way, I mean I'm trying to get here. But... okay, he was kind of nicknamed Bridge Troll. I might take a stupid hit by this IS-3 though, if I'm not too careful. I actually hit him. Let's say he took a shot, so I should be able to slink by here. There we go. Without taking too much damage. It's just now I would very much like them to push these guys back, because I will not... Okay, the IS-3 moved back. Let's say I will not push through here when all three of those guys are sitting there. But the main reason I went down here is it just disrupts them a little bit. I should be able to shoot through that building. Or not. I was like, I can shoot through that building and damage that SU-100Y. So I would have taken him out by now and saved myself from getting a 517 damage shot, but no such luck today. That just makes it a little bit difficult for me to take on this Chivri, because more likely than not he's going to take off, because this thing does not have gun depression, or gun elevation I should say. He's going to take off more HP than I want him to. Seeing what this Type 64 does first. Just if I push any further, I can get shot by their guys over here. This Oni's coming into me though, so I kind of have to go now. It's now or never. Really, dude? At least that makes it a little bit easier for me to... Oh, Lord. I was about to say a little bit easier, but at the same time, they have a big bad Oni here. That's, yeah, he's gonna ram me. I think we're gonna win though, because me pushing in here, these guys were able to push around, and they're in the one line, so we should be good. Oh Lord. Ugh. Ugh. But I honestly, once I saw the Oni pushing into me, I should have just pulled back right to here. That way, you know, with these guys being out there, I would have still been alive. But at least we're gonna win this. Unless everyone starts getting ammo rack, then yeah. Alright, so after this, I'll be in the T28 prototype, VK4502B, and SU100Y. Yeah, like that Oni, he did a good job, you know, in that regard, but honestly, he should have been down there to begin with. You know. Whoops, I just muted my microphone here. He sat out here a little bit too long. And if he had been down there to begin with, I wouldn't have been able to push in. They would have been able to shoot me. It, you know, it would have given them a better chance. But hello, Nick. Nice to see you. I'm a little bit leery of new names today after this one troll, but I was gonna say, looks to be like your favorite map now, Uber, or I should say favorite game mode. I just hope we don't keep getting this over and over. But at least our team worked. You know, we worked together pretty well here. They usually lose pretty bad attacking or defending if you don't cover all sides. Typically, it's weakest over here, the way that the enemy team spawns, which is why you don't see me head here too much. Because typically they're already lighter tanks, some mediums spawn over in the 1-2 line, and typically it's easier to punch through there. Not always, but you know, if you're playing this map, say 20 times in a row, it's going to be the easiest spot to go through most of the time. Very good job, Uber, though. I I didn't exactly rack up too much stuff, but I'll take a win, especially on today's like today. All right, so we got Mr. Prototype here. Oh, is it that person? Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you just never know the freaking people that, you know, pass by, and I don't get why people try to do shit like that, but yeah, whatever. People like doing different things, but no, yeah, getting raided by 4chan is not a good thing. But more or less, you know, it's a little bit annoying sometimes, but it doesn't bother me that much. Honestly, at some point though, like once chatbots come out for YouTube gaming, it's gonna be like, as far as the chat goes, I don't think I'll ever change the way moderation's done, but it'll definitely cut down on people trying to spam now. He is liking his. That was a pretty damn good match. What is 4chan? Just don't look it up. It's essentially like a Um, to like just keep it simple, like a forum where people post some very sketchy and odd things, and you know, try to get I don't know. Basically, it's like a forum, kind of like Reddit in a way, but worse. Like, I hate to relate it to Reddit only because, like, I like following Reddit. Like, there are some definite um, bad parts of Reddit, and depending on what like sub channels that you follow on Reddit, it could be a little iffy. But I like Reddit for following up on like quirky news and stuff like that. But yeah, 4chan, you know, people are on there, whatever. It's what they like to do, but definitely not something for 99.9% of the population. Alright. Just looking at the enemy team, we're probably going to run into some difficulties over here holding ground, just because our T-95 is a bit slow, but hopefully our team can win and flank them. But their team's set up a little bit better to fight over this 1 to 3 line than we are. I'm going to try to set out over here, just because I think I'll be a little bit better off there. Plus I have a couple guys behind me, but yeah, they're just gonna bum rush us more or less. Oh, I was about to say, there's a lot of guys in front of us here. I was lucky I didn't get freaking shot before I got into cover here, but our other side needs to pick up the pace a little bit. Okay, the Skoda's coming out. Somehow I bounced off a frickin' Skoda. That wasn't even a ricochet. That was a bounce. That annoys me a little bit. Like, I did hit an angled part on his tank, but that was still a little bit annoying. Shit. This is not going good. Our other side, this is why I usually don't go to the field. It takes too long to get over to help out this flank if the enemy just bum rushes it. And unfortunately, it's exactly what's happening here. Ah, great. He is angling though, so... Crap. I damaged him, but... and he caught me. I was trying to get some damage off before that, but... Oh well. But there's a reason why they're rebalancing Pilsen and changing it. It's completely... it's completely lopsided as far as most matches. You're better off. That's why you always see me going there in light tanks. It's pretty much just winning that side because you inflict so much damage to the opposition that but there's a reason why they're changing that map. Hopefully it comes out in the next patch, because more or less they're not changing too much of the center and also that warehouse side that we're just on. They're making it so it's better, putting tanks out in the field. It's a little bit easier for even, say, like slower mediums, some heavy tanks, TDs like that, to fight over there. So it's actually a viable flank. Whereas right now it's just, it's too risky to actually push it. Hello, Hayden. Hello, I can't speak. I don't know what language that is, Mac, but Why is rebalancing taking so long? It's not even just for Pilsing. Like, they're rebalancing Overlord, a few different maps. Um, but, right now, like I mentioned it, basically Wargaming, hearing about their mentality right now, they're trying to do too much at one time. Like, they're trying to rebalance already tier 10 light tanks they're adding. They're trying to add in a new render and graphics for maps, primarily like lighting, stuff like that, while also trying to. Okay, you're just going to cut us all off like a dick. Um, they're trying to, rebalance maps while changing the graphics of maps. So not only are they changing maps, but now they're trying to overhaul maps in general. So that, kind of defeats the purpose in a way if they're changing maps around, because with the new render that they're doing it with, basically making the game more, uh, more elements of it compatible with DirectX 11 to switch over to that. Um, the game, they need to basically touch even old maps because there's new elements to maps, and he's probably mad, but it's just kind of like a clusterfuck right now. And Wargaming, learning more about their development, how they have it set up, it's just very inefficient. Often teams aren't exactly communicating with each other a lot, and right now I think they're just the PC side at the very least, because even consoles slowed down a little bit as far as updates. Um, they basically just got so unorganized right now that it's just not efficient for them to get anything done, and they're working on fixing it. But until that happens, right now it's just one team could be working on one thing, and then another team comes out with something new that breaks something from the other team, and it's just like an endless vicious cycle that they're currently going through. And they need to fix that before the game can really move on. Let's say I'll trudge up here. Not that it's too much of a risk for me in this tank. As long as I keep my frontal armor pointed forward, I am fine. Alright, that's a little bit of a problem now. Him getting behind us. Ooh, shit. Let's say I wasn't gonna push up there, just because I knew that PZ was there. I've got to backtrack now because we have this M4 Liberté. But yeah, essentially right now they're finding how they're developing stuff. Just they're trying to do too much at one time, where they should start communicating a little bit better, and fix a thing here or there, and they would get more done in a timely matter. But they're gonna get they're gonna get something done eventually, but more or less, it comes down to them just not really being efficient. But at least they're acknowledging that they do need to fix the game in a lot of areas. It's better to fix a little thing at a time. That way you don't try to do too much at one time, end up breaking several things, and then having to go back and fix that, and vice versa. Awesome. But at least we got a nice little win here. This tank's pretty damn easy if you just stick your front towards the enemy and you drive forward and don't get shot in the sides. You can take a shot there, buddy. Let's say I'm just gonna ram him. Yes, it's like the sandbox thing right now. People are getting too caught up because, like, I like the idea of sandbox because essentially what it is wargaming. Basically, it's an extension of the super test, is the way I see it. Because More or less, hopefully my personal reserves are still going. Um, let's get the next tank up. It's like if you look at what or not super test, because everyone knows what that is. If you look at what Sandbox is, it's wargaming trying things where they're seeing what it affects, how it affects the game on a grand scale with a lot of people. More so than super test, which typically they're testing specific tanks in specific maps, stuff like that, in very confined conditions to basically see how they're balanced, if there's bugs, stuff like that. Sandbox, they have a lot more people, but still a control group where you have people that know the game testing things. And, they're not going to implement an 18% to 23% drop off in penetration at maximum range. Compared to currently, it's about 6 to 8% for like tier 8 to 10 tanks. It hovers around there. Once you get to tier 5 and lower, it actually is higher than that sometimes. It's up to like 30-40% for certain tanks, like the small caliber guns. But yes, it is worth using HE on lightly armored. Well, not even just TDs, but tanks in general. Sometimes I remember and I switch over, but it is still risky because, if you hit, if you hit a track, hit the gun, hit a mantlet, then that was funny, Uber. I thought that's what that guy said. But more or less, let's see. Yes, most, more or less, like how wargaming's having trouble getting stuff done now. It apparently, like, hearing people who develop games and other companies, it's a thing for when game developers get too big or companies too quick. The communication between, like, right now, like the NA, Russian, and EU server, they're largely like they have their essentially say orders from Wargaming, corporate for what they should be doing, and essentially I should not have pushed out here in this tank. I'm gonna take way too much damage, but they largely are independent in a way. That's why you find communication terrible between servers. But as far as developing goes, it seems like they just, they created this very successful game where, not to say they weren't expecting it, but I highly doubt they were expecting it to get as popular as they did when they first started. And, as they got big and hired more people and, needed to keep up with things, it's a jumbled mess. Like, I deal with it in, the restaurant business a lot, where, communication as we hire more people, new people, they might be good, good workers, stuff like that, but unless you have the communication there, it's just going to be a clusterfuck, but for lack of better words. I'm going to die here. But more or less, most of the problems I see right now, like the balancing issues are a very big thing. I'm probably going to die by this Skoda. I'm just trying to run away. I just know I'm not going to get any more shots off if I stay out there. With maps, the problem they're running into now is, they're trying to rebalance tanks right now, arty, and, a bunch of different things, and they have to take that into account when rebalancing maps, and also take into account the new graphical render that they're trying to do. Like, they put out a short little clip, I believe, for Abby with the new render. There's a ton of different little elements on the map now. The rough outline of the terrain's the same, but, they still have to balance, like, adding little pillars here and there, stuff like that. So you have that problem, and I'm gonna... Yeah, he would be stupid not to kill me. Ugh, I never do good when I'm ranting about stuff. But... You can pen to low in this. The lower plate, if I can actually bring the gun up here, 196 with standard rounds, that can go through the lower plate. Very difficult, you know, if he's angled, but you can get through it. Alright, so if there's more requests, feel free to mention it. I'm gonna try to hop into a tier 10 here. That way, I don't want to pick a tank where I might end up just dying in the first couple seconds. Well, the SG-100Y is hard to play, I would say. But the IS-2, it's essentially just, you know, like the standard tech tree IS. That's definitely not a bad tank. It's just, right now, matchmaking for tier 7, oftentimes you face, like, tier 9 and 8 tanks a lot. But it's just a different type of heavy tank. But, yeah, it's more, honestly, firepower centric than trying to bounce shots off of it, which can be difficult to do sometimes. Yeah, I can play the bat chat. But, you know, as far as wargaming development goes, you know, unfortunately it's taking forever to get these changes out, but at least they're working on it. Eventually things are going to start trickling out. Like, I think this next patch that's slated for sometime in February, is probably going to have some matchmaking tweaks. It might be the German little line rebalance where they add in a couple new tier 8 to 10 German tanks and switch around to heavy tanks. And we might see, like, Pilsen, Overlord, a couple changes there. I would probably say Pilsen before Overlord, but you never know. But I think that's the extent of the next patch. The one after that, at the rate they're going, should probably be light tanks. No problem, Abdul. Alright, I'm going to start out with a Hesh round. I'm almost, you know, stuck going to the town from this side in a tank like this, because fighting out over here, I don't have gun depression to where I can even take a shot, except for maybe at their base, without pushing over any resemblance of cover and just getting annihilated. That's the main crappy part of this tank, is your gun depression. You know, it's not non-existent. Your gun can point down, you know, like 1 inch. But with the rear turret and not being able to actually point, like, say, like, I know it's historical, the gun not being able to, technically you could turn this all the way, but it would tip over while firing. That's why they limited it. But if you could point the gun over this way, it would open a lot more opportunities for this tank, if you could just go a little bit more. But I'm kind of glad they didn't make it a fully functional turret. Alright, so we are going to know if we have won or lost this match in about 30 seconds. Just because, like usual, your whole team clumps up here, they're spotted, and if they have a lot of guys over here, then most likely we're going to lose. Yeah, this is going to be hard for us to win. It's just an unfortunate aspect of this map, and I relate this map to Live Oaks. You know, they're both North American version of maps, but it's just they're not balanced very well. It's basically whoever wins one flank before the other, which for both maps are the flanks that are a little bit more wide open and centered around medium tanks, typically wins the match. Oh god, how did I took my eye. I was looking at the chat. Not your guys' fault, though. That was my bad. And this guy's probably not going to make a mistake again. Maybe he is, and I'm going to kill him, but I just took a stupid shot, and we're already way behind. I would recommend US tanks or Russians. Yeah, I'm playing shit here. It's been the story of the morning. At least I can get this guy looked off. I'm not loaded, but pointing a gun at an enemy in this thing, they typically don't pop back out. He's probably a little bit mad though that I guess hit him with a Hess shell like that. Hello, Cross Rider Gaming. But yeah, unfortunately, if I had went into the 1-2 line, I would have just died. Honestly, I probably would have gotten one shot at most. Like, I get people are angry that we're losing by a lot right now, but a lot of times there's literally nothing that you can do. That's why typically I always go if I'm in a tank that can go there. Like, even if I'm in a heavy tank, like say E100, something like that. It's just TDs are a little hard to work out there. I usually go to the 1-2 line because that's pretty much, not to say an auto win button if you win it, but it's very close to it. Of course I missed this bat chat, but whatever. Just kill me now. Oh god. That makes no sense. I don't even know if he knows how to spell lawyer. Hello, hipster. Nice to see you. But as far as like a newer player, what I would suggest you go down, like on WoT Guru, I do have a article basically going through every single tank line. I would probably focus on the T110E5 line or the M48 Patton line, and then for Russian tanks, you can't go too wrong, but I'd stick with the IS-7 line or going for the T62A and Object 140. At least, you know, person just their first tank line or two. That'll really, they're good tanks. The grinds, there's a couple duds in the line as far as stock tanks, but as far as it's a good start to the game, and it will kind of get a sense of what you're gonna like, and from there on then you can kind of branch out into tank lines that are a little bit more specific as far as how they play. Yeah, honestly, the past two mornings, typically, you know, I don't notice too much of a difference in the teams based off of morning and night, but today specifically has been pretty bad. And like when we're the first hour playing premium tanks, like we started playing preferential tanks because all we got was tier 10 matches in any tank that didn't have limited matchmaking. That sucks. The Blitz isn't working for PC now for that version of it. I know people like Blitz. You know, even playing it on a PC with, what is it, the Steam version of the game, I believe. Yeah. Well, at least you have options. You could always play the, you know, the other PC version. I'm just seeing what happens here. Maybe I will do that. That sounds not like a bad idea. Hello, Ming. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's been a couple streams, I think. Yeah, hipster. I have a request for a WZ tank, so that's coming up next. That's exactly the tank I was thinking too. All right, this IS-4. About to say I want to, if I can get out here quick enough. That E5, I didn't know if he was gonna move. This Leopard's pushing hard. So we really need these guys to help push with us. I got myself spotted a little bit too soon. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Come on. I'm trying to... Oh, I guess failed at what I was trying to do, but... honestly, this guy's, I was about to say he's probably going to live, but what I was trying to do with my second and third shots was hit him in the side turret and hopefully damage his ammo rack, but that was stupid because the IS-4 does have pretty thick turret armor. Oh, sorry, dude. I'm such a noob sometimes. See, premium rounds, they affect me. Sometimes you just forget how to aim. Alright, I would like to see where that E3 went. He should pop up here in a second. Only because, there we go. I was about to say, he's going to be a little bit of a roadblock for us. I wish I didn't waste that one shell on him now. I've never said I am a good bat chat player. That's why I can't get an ace tanker. I am not that good in autoloader tanks, honestly. Typically, I do best in tanks that have a bit of armor to them. Very much like to kill this guy. If I get him pointed my way, I would assume this 113 is going to shoot him in the butt. Let's go. Come on. I'm about to start getting shot from over here. I will gladly sit in front of this guy, though. Oh, God. Yeah, we could have won. These... Like, I wanted to push out sooner, but I was loading. But, oh well. This 113, though, I don't know why he didn't push up. But, yeah. Hello, Jack. Nice to see you. But not exactly the easiest match in the world for a bat chat with no armor. But unfortunately, yeah, I kind of fudged that up there. Alright, so WZ tank. Come on, Maddle14. You usually bring me some good matches. I'm not happy with 3k damage if I lose. See, doing damage in the bat chat's not hard, but getting useful damage is hard. It's why autoloaders, you know, you can rack up a ton of damage. I'm not arguing against that, but the long reload time, once I screwed up that IS shot, the long reload between us going from the IS-4 to the T110E3, you know, it basically killed my capability of keep pushing up to put pressure on them. And not that that was the deciding factor whether we won or lost, but it definitely influences, you know, it gives the enemy a time to regroup, where I could have shot that E3 and honestly put a clip in him had I had a clip when I first saw him. So, or magazine, whatever. I know clip's not actual the right term, but you know what I mean. But, you know, the bat is good to where you can spot and scout a bit. You can get to where you need to be, but sometimes you need that sustained damage, and that's what I don't like about it. And that's why, say, the TVP, you know, the Skoda tanks, they have that bit of burst damage, highly accurate gun, and it's much like a bat chat, but without the disadvantage of not being able to keep your gun in the fight. Yeah, it's like, it's just, you know, there's plus and minuses of every tank. It's just, so specifically, you know, I feel like the bat, you know, when they put tier 10 lights in, they're probably going to rebalance it a little bit. I almost feel like they should give it a little bit better gun handling, just a little pinch. Just because it will need a little bit of help, I feel like, to stay relevant. Alright, I'm a little shocked that that's T10 pushed in. But hopefully I do not get RD'd here. Oh god, this is potentially extremely bad for us. We need our bat chats. Holy shit. Come on, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Ah shit, I'm gonna try to poke up here. I took a shot for you, Uber. Happy Anthony, he is not meat shield number 1. Yeah, I know that there's arties there, but honestly, pulling back right now is also a bad decision. This is, regardless of where I go, I'm gonna get shot either by a T-57 or I'm gonna get shot by arties. I would hope that right now that these the Mouse and the M103 would push up a little bit, but I guess asking for that's a little bit too much. Or the 268, like, if he was up here, we'd be in a bit better spot. Shit, that was stupid. But, Lord, yeah, I'm dead. But, no offense, I hate putting people on the blacklist, but, well, I kind of hate it, but I kind of don't. But, like, really, dude? Really? At least, you know, the damage that we did there, I think that's useful. I still owe him a 31. Yeah, I can play the IS-4. I still have, you know, a little bit under an hour here. Yeah, like, certain things, if they had just pushed up, that would have been a very easy win, but, you know, I still think we made the right choice there. Hello, Shaggy, nice to see you. But yeah, that 268, screw him. But yeah, I can go to 11 o'clock today. That is the end time for the stream. I just can't go past it like I did yesterday, since I have a business meeting. I sound all official-like. I wish it was a typical business meeting, but, you know, working with your family, there's always some added stuff to it. Hello, dog. You're going to be so mad at me because I got to ditch you. You're not allowed to come. Whew. Should have made myself some hot coffee instead of cold coffee. I'm out. If we lose that, though. Ah, hello. I was about to say, there's a familiar name. Well, I said I might be playing. I honestly don't know. Basically, that just comes down to... like, I have a feeling Ryan's going to have quite a bit of schoolwork to do. So I might play during them. I just... Anywhere from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I honestly have no clue. So if I'm on no, you know, I'll definitely check to see. Pretty sure that's all you do is you put an application in, and eventually if they bring you in, which they are taking on new players on a somewhat frequent basis. They don't accept everybody. Maybe because your name has Rommel in it. I don't know. But as far as how they select people, typically, you know, if you have a decent amount of battles, you do get accepted to it. Shitballs. Hey, I damaged him. I'm surprised I damaged him. Here we're on this map where losing the south is gonna be a very... Holy shit, dude. Be nice if our arty could hit him, but that's gonna be a lot to ask for. I just wasn't expecting him to back up like that, honestly. Props to that guy for getting another shot on me. They have so many freaking grills, and oh lord, our team is just... We're just gonna get picked apart. There's literally nothing I can do. I can't push across here, just because they most likely have at least 2 of those grills in that area. Yeah. Much like playing Highway. You lose one flank, you lose the match on this, but this map isn't slated to be rebalanced, but it honestly, it really needs to. Whatever, I'll take a risk here. I still have heat. I was like, yeah, I can play those tanks, guys. Yeah, I'm not worried about doing my doubles right now, so. But my next stream, you know, is going to be coming up on Friday for World of Tanks, but I might pop on tomorrow if I do stream. I may pop on for World of Tanks instead of a different game. But whether or not I stream tomorrow is, I'm not exactly sure if I will. There's just a possibility. Yep. Kind of figured that I was going to get killed, but either I'm going to get shot in the back or I'm going to try to shoot somebody and push into them. But, yeah. Tomorrow, whether I stream is going to come down to, it's like I was working on the map strategy video and I wasn't happy with it, so I'm going to try to fix that either tonight or tomorrow too, and you know, if I can get that done and have time to stream, then I will. If not, though, yeah, I'll be working on that. There it is. Alright, so I'll play the T95E2 here, and then after that, you know, the FV215B and the mutts. For whatever reason, I'm cold as all hell here. Gotta turn my heat up a little bit. It's been so hot for the past, you know, for January here. It's been like 50, high 50s, low 60s the past week, and it's finally starting to go back down. I love the winter. I've been a little bit pissed that it's been so hot out, but yep, not too much we can do about that for the next however many years. Not to get into that. That's a clusterfuck. Excuse me for using that word a lot, but I think that gets across the point pretty easily. Ugh. That squeaky chair. Levi's like, play with me. He's gonna be so pissed at me when I gotta leave after the stream. He has anxiety as far as being left alone. Unfortunately, Yukkinen, I do not have the Object 263. Russian TDs, I only have premium ones. I have American TDs, some British TDs. I have premium German TDs. Yeah. Sorry about that. But I do have time for probably, you know, maybe like 2 or 3 more requests after the ones I have already. Oops. I actually have to get back in my client. I'm probably going to head over to this side. We'll see, though. This tank, it's just a little bit... This is a little bit too large for me to fight in the center. As you see, it's pretty long as far as the hull goes, and the gun depression, you lose 1 degree of gun depression compared to, say, like the M26 Persian. This only has -9, I believe. But the length of the hull makes it hard to actually use that gun depression. But say if I was in a Pershing or something, being top tier, I actually would head out into this area. Instead, I'm going to head up into G1, considering we don't really have anybody up there. See, I like every season. I hate the summer for a long period of time, though, because there's so many goddamn mosquitoes. But I like the winter, specifically, like, more or less I like the winter. I like, I like snow, but as far as, I like the difference because I can, in the winter I tend to actually do more outside because there's no ticks, no mosquitoes, stuff like that to worry about. And, typically, because I walk Levi at least 2 times a day, I'm supposed to do at least 2 miles, but it's been so shitty and like soggy out, I haven't been able to do that recently. But typically in the winter, like Levi and I will, go for like a 2-3 mile walk, like through the woods or something, just because it's, everything's frozen over and we're not going to come back with like, or not him, he's on some pretty hefty anti-tick stuff since he's allergic. We're not going to come back with like 20 ticks on me, like stuff like that. Alright, it looks like they pushed that side. It's just they still have a pretty big TD there, the SU, that I'm not sure if he's over here or not. I'll gamble. I just definitely have to push hard and I can't stop. This Chaffee is gonna hit me, but I want to get myself out of possibly getting hit from that side. Yep, there's an IS-6 shot. I guess that's an acceptable amount of HPI loss. It's just a little bit higher than I wanted to still. But this tank has surprised me. Not to say I wasn't going to like it, Anthony, but I was a little bit scared of the lack of penetration it has. But, it's surprised me with, it does have a DPM advantage over most other American mediums at tier 8. I'm getting rid of him just because he can spot me. This shot's too good to pass up, though. So, that takes up a little bit of the negative factor as far as its deep or penetration. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can we talk about this? He just knows he can... At least he's got the smaller gun. I was about to say, he knows that he can kill me in about 2 shots. I'm taking this guy out, though, just because he can spot me. And he's not shooting back, so he wasn't a threat, but I wanted to push up that way. But... Well, the 152 I knew wasn't, just from where he was at on the map. He at least had to move a little bit. The KV-2 I knew was AFK, based on where, that's where a heavy tank could spawn. He might have just had a very bad bot program. Okay, for the IS-6 though, I need heat. I won't be able to pen him unless I can get some clear shots on his rear or the lower side on him. But at least with heat, I'll be able to go through most of his armor. Not all of it. He still, honestly, he's he's got a little bit of an advantage over me. At least I got an OI coming my way. Thank you very much. I know he was aiming for the weak spot on my cupola. There you go. It went exactly where I wanted it to. Flat part next to the mantlet's a very easy weak spot to use on the IS-6. They should have him there. I'll go after Artie. Acing coming? Maybe. The best tank? Honestly, I don't think there is any best tank. Lukenberg. That's hard to... Depends on how you like to play tanks. It depends on what you're facing. The game is pretty well balanced in that regard. Yeah, pretty close to a, ace tanker, but I'll take a first class. I'll accept your invite, JT. Please know that this is not a real clan, though. But pretty good amount of damage and experience, and yeah. Their IS-6, holy crap. He was the only one to get over 1,000 damage on their team. Props to that guy, but he was, for lack of better words, chai sniping all the way in the back. So, hello Mojo, nice to see you. That was empty damage that he did there. Like, he probably wouldn't have been able to change the outcome, but that amount of damage he did pretty much was useless. Come on, heater, heat me up. But yeah, yet another IS-6 on Sand River Assault. Frickin' sniping. It must be a trend today. I forget what it is, but I do have one replay where... I hope I still have it. I didn't delete it by accident. It was an ace tanker match, so I don't think I deleted it, but on my team, I don't think I was streaming at the time either. I think it was something like 8 or 9 or something people did 0 damage on my team. It was like, I hate using the word a lot, carry. I carried the hell out of my team that match. I'm hoping I can remember to actually record it. Ah, nice. Yeah, anybody who ever, if you're looking and you don't have a clan or something, like, I have my own clan. We don't really do anything as far as clan stuff is concerned, but it's somewhere to put your name, more or less. I mainly created it because I got a shit ton of clan invites because of my website. So, more or less, that's why I made it. Because I have no interest in doing like clan wars or stronghold stuff like that. Just don't have the time for it. For most people though, strongholds is nice because you can earn a lot of frickin' credits in that mode. Oh lord. He's gonna change the side I go on just because I don't feel like backtracking. I was gonna push on that side, but instead I'm gonna try to work myself into here. Sure. Like, if anybody, if you send an invite to my clan, just, message me telling me that it's you, more or less. Sometimes, if you have done that and I haven't accepted you, that's why. I'm not just gonna accept random people. But, if you want to join something, it's not really a clan, but at least you have a clan logo. But, yeah. Alright. This is looking decent for our side here. I'm still going to want to stick with this center spot, because more or less with Artie, I don't want to find myself out on the beach if I can help it. Shit. a poor choice. Okay, is anybody gonna come up with me? So I'll still push. I still have 1600 HP. It's just I would like to guarantee somebody actually pushing up with me. Shit. Okay. Obviously the M46 isn't gonna come. These guys have their own fight to worry about. This tank, the only crew I have the fire perk on. Don't know where that shell landed, but got a bat chat coming. Shit, and yeah, I'm dead. This tank, it's a very good gun for a heavy tank, but goddamn does this thing get set on fire every freaking time you get hit in the front. The armor isn't strong enough to stop tier 10 rounds on the upper plate unless they get a really low roll, but yeah. The amount of freaking fires you have in that tank is the worst I've ever seen. Thanks for the subscription, Dasmar, which I forgot to say thank you, Dana, for the tip. I missed that earlier on. The silent go? What name were you talking about with that? Yeah, sorry I missed that earlier, but thank you very much. It does cost gold. I think it's to create a clan 2,500 gold, maybe somewhere around there. A little bit unlucky, Yaz, but at the same time, I played that wrong. In the FV, you're first and foremost, you're not a heavy tank outside of the HP. You're just a mobile, long-range sniping platform for the most part. The gun's excellent, but taking shots is not in that tank's forte. Okay, is that the one? Do you have World of Tanks PC now, or? Or is that the one on Xbox? But pretty good job. Nice job, Uber. I'm glad we got a win there. Okay, I guess lost my request. Is the mutts. Whoopsie daisy, wrong way. Maybe I'll revisit the FV since that was kind of a crappy match there. Almost got some brothers in arms for this crew. Before EHG? Oh, you're going way back to... Okay. Yeah, I really wish for World of Tanks on consoles that you could play PS4 versus Xbox. Because honestly, I would play it if I could play against. Because everyone, like you watching, Dana, but a few other who's watched from consoles, they all have Xbox, and unfortunately, I don't. Yeah, have that one. But if you're going back to Shattered Galaxy, Anthony, which honestly, I'm probably gonna fight down there. What I came from, if you remember, it was called Ravens of War. And then after that was what was it? It was a Singapore clan. I forget the name. Oh Lord, what was the name of the clan? I forget. Maybe it was called RX? I forget the name of it. But that was the first one I was in, and then after that, it was one of the better Singaporean clans. Or regiments, I guess they were called back then. Holy crap, that guy's... I can shoot... tried to shoot him under there. It was the one that, honestly, back then, you know, I was pretty young. Not to say it was full of trolls, but yeah, I was kind of in a clan full of trolls from Singapore. Not that they were trolls. They just the sense of humor was a little off. Shit, I got myself in a really stupid spot. It's just this is a little bit too big for me to hide here. I just forget the specific name. They changed their name a couple times. I'm sure I can find it, honestly. The name was it wasn't a curse word, the name, but it was you know, it basically meant something like bad or something, I forget. I shouldn't have went out here this early. I will say that we were on Terminus, though, as far as the faction we were on. I forget, though. It's killing me. Why did you have to ask this question? So I remember specifically why I joined was a few of them did play, you know, during the U.S. times, and I was essentially the battle caller during U.S. times with the few other U.S. members we had. A little bit risky for me to pop out. Here we go. I love kind of getting people to miss like that. Brings joy. Show me something more than your track, dude. T-54 had it for me, too. Come on, we're still not doing bad, so I'm not gonna pop out and rush it. Shit. I still just hit his track. God damn it. Echo Baby, we're talking, as far as clans go, this was maybe like 12 years ago we're talking about a different game as far as groups go. Like, I left clans in World of Tanks just because I didn't have time to do clan wars or anything like that, and the one that I was in last, it was VPG. They did clan wars and, you know, clan related stuff, and I didn't want to do that anymore. Thank you very much. That opens up this. Shit, I guess spotted the Artie. At least he's down to one-shottable levels now. Bulldog, he doesn't have HP. I'll try to... Awesome. Thank you, IKEA tank. What tank's over there? I can't see. Honestly, the only chance I'm going to have here, because I can't, even though, yeah, that TD's pushing up, I'll help him since he did a very good job. Who knows if that person's still down there, but the likelihood of us winning is pretty low. That's a KV3 of all things. Shit, they're already gonna spot at me. You know, I'll help get this guy out. Here we go. I'm probably gonna die pushing across here, but maybe not. Shit, I missed. Ah, why did I do that? There goes any chance for us winning, but 1600 damage, 2200 spotting, but I'm still trying to remember that freaking clan name. Oh, alright, so let's go back into the FV. Here we go. Honestly, I'm trying to find... I'm pretty sure there's an image I have. But... yeah. Actually finding it is going to be difficult with the amount of freaking images I have on... even just on my Google Drive. And not a surprise that we lost there. I do have SVGs. If you would like me to play one, I can. I just typically don't play them unless I get requests for them. Oh my god. I don't think I'm going to be able to remember off the top of my head. I'm trying to get lucky now because I couldn't find any in my folder I keep all my game images on. Trying to see if I get lucky on Google Images. This is gonna like bother me until I figure it out. Alright though, we got this map again with 3 Arty. I gotta give up my image search. I can play an SPG though, Yaz, if that's what you're asking. I think I might... I can't fight on the hill. Can't really fight in the center. Hello, Miss Nasta? I cannot speak Russian, but I don't translate. It's not exactly helping me with that one. Yeah, I just don't like Arty because right now it hurts. You know, it's so RNG based. Sometimes it hurts. It hurts you playing it a lot of times. You can't influence the match enough, and sometimes you just get so unlucky to where you aim all your shots in and they just miss or don't do the damage you're expecting, and yeah. But I'll play an SVG after this, and that might be the last match, just because I can't really go past 11. Just trying to get myself in a spot where I can just kind of help. Hopefully they start pushing up and spotting things. Just the likelihood of them spotting me right now is pretty low as far as their scouts go. Alright, the likelihood of us spotting anything seems to be very low right now. Sometimes, Tim. It definitely seems that way. I chalk it up a lot of times too. You kind of remember the, the worst of, worst of RNG. Yeah, from what shot me, there's only, which sucks that my gun's damaged now. Yeah, there's only 2 tanks up there. Yeah, maybe there's a T1T and E3 all the way in the back. Oh, that's going to be a doozy to deal with, unless our arty helps out. Holy shit. They pushed on that frickin' hill. Holy crap. I guess we didn't have anybody in the 5-6 line, so... I actually forget. At this point, it's over 2 years. But they nerfed arty back to back. First it was, I think, credit income to get people from stop playing it. And then it was a huge... It was accuracy, it was damage, it was splash radius, it was travel time on the shells, it was a lot of things. They just nerfed the ever-living hell out of it at one point. And then they just left it there, broken. They didn't even try to, like, rebuff it any. They just nerfed the shit out of it and just left it there. Yeah, we're looking at the map, dude, but, stuff happens. Be nice if I had my little laser gun still. But somebody had to damage my gun after I fixed my frickin', I think it was my track. Yeah, if I didn't have a damaged gun, I'd be able to actually aim for stuff right now, but... Here's a little shot. Shit, now they broke my gun now. Awesome. Yeah, no shit. My gun accuracy has been off for most of the match here. Yeah, I'm dead. Today has been like... today has been like one of the worst sessions I've had in a while. Is this somebody watching the stream? I'm guessing since I usually don't get clan applications. So I think I had an arty request, so let's hop into an SPG here. It says roll the dice and go with a T92. But yeah, this might be the last match. I wish I could go a little bit longer today, but yeah. I get to go hammer out some stuff in a restaurant meeting. This isn't the worst arty map, but could have given me something a little bit better here. Looks like Platoon 2 on our team is trying to complete a light tank mission. Possibly. But yeah, guys, I might stream tonight if I play, but possibility, is it's small, but there's a chance. I might be on tomorrow for a stream. Again, I'm not scheduling anything since I'm not sure if I will, but I might just randomly pop on for like an hour or so. But my next scheduled stream for World of Tanks will be Friday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like usual. By then, I hope RNG decides to, be a little bit nicer to me. I don't know if I can hit him. No. I was about to say, sometimes the roof is taken out on spots, but no such luck. I was hoping for somebody to get spotted here. JPZ is a possibility. No. Let's say I don't play arty enough on this map to actually know most of the shots and everything. Oh, awesome. Or if there's a freaking pipe blocking your goddamn shot. See, I don't mind this map in a regular tank now because I just go to the 1 to 3 line basically every time. But in arty, I like that it does have a couple different elements to it, but hey, I wasn't even aiming at the Centaurian, but I'll take the damage. Let's get across here. Just loading in. It's a very underutilized thing, the SPGs. I love it when mine tell me when they're loading, where they're aiming at, like who they're aiming at in general. It's not hard to hit the T button and the F8 button. Just, it'll get me to actually spot for arty a lot of times if my SPGs are doing that. Ah, shit. Of course they decide to push. I should have just stuck with my shot on this guy. It's just, I'm probably gonna miss there. Yeah. That didn't even matter if I actually travel or got my shell on the right spot, considering the travel time was off there. Didn't even matter. That was going out of the map regardless. I would say if you're grinding SPGs now, go for the French ones. Or possibly even the British ones, but the French arties are really the only playable as far as like keeping your sanity with the accuracy. Is he gonna stay there? Maybe not. Shit. Hey, 400 damage. Woo! It's a really close match. I wish I'm able to actually do something a little bit more here, but I can't. Now that JPZ is close enough to where he will spot me if I try to get out and take a shot that way. But I can still try to help my team clear out this side. I think that's the best option I have at this point. Oh, why are you pushing up, dude? Whew, that was a decent hit. Didn't kill him, but he's at least one-shottable now with... I would guess I damaged his ammo rack there, or a crew member, knowing that tank. And yes, I just chucked pure gold out of the T92 for the most part, because you need every little bit of splash radius. Honestly, the gold splash radius... We'll see how long this lasts, but I might be able to do one more. Since we got 10 minutes, essentially, till 11, I should be able to get one more regular one in. The gold splash radius, I believe, is still lower than the old T92 splash radius of its standard round. Honestly, I'm pretty sure by the time the sandbox changes go through for Artie, we're not going to see any AP shells left for Artie, or they're going to be severely gimped. They're looking like they're going to be taking stuff like that out, which I kind of agree with. Unless they severely, you know, gimp the hell out of them damage-wise, it's going to be useless to use them at that point. They're looking to make Artie not being able to penetrate anything outside of a light tank or very lightly armored mediums with, you know, even with HE shells. So I doubt that they'll want to keep AP in, even though they might, but it's going to be so unuseful. Aw, you ruined my fun. But yeah, I'll pop into one more tank here after this, and then that'll be it for the stream here. But the T92, you can't point the gun down, so typically firing AP close up, I don't do it, because I'd rather just try to splash someone with an HE shell. But we got a win. Yay. Okay. Well, why don't I play the T110E3, since I haven't played that yet. Ugh. But this is definitely going to be the last battle. That's pretty interesting. Hello, Joel. You're having trouble spotting with your Chaffee? Well, do you have 100% crew on it as far as like the base crew level? That definitely helps. I would run Cody optics though on the Chaffee for equipment. A lot of times once you start getting to tier 5 and in a Chaffee, you're going to be playing a lot of tanks tier 6, 7, 8. You know, a lot of people run equipment on their tanks, so if you don't have Cody optics, that could be a problem for you. But yeah, without usually optics, you're going to have trouble keeping up with even medium tanks. But yeah, Anthony, as far as you know, the crew that comes with the T95E2, going off of, you know, what he's saying in Discord here, you know, it doesn't come with female members, only because, you know, I honestly found it weird how they implemented that. Like, I get personal missions, it's nice to get them, but I don't know, it feels weird that they make them to be this, like, special thing. Like, I guess it's their Russian player base they're pandering to, but, um, you know, other tanks like the T95E2 and whatnot, they don't usually give them out. And if they did, they probably wouldn't give you like Brother or Sisterhood of Steel and stuff as a free perk, stuff like that. But more or less, it's just saving you 200 gold for each crew member. Yeah, I remember your name yesterday. But yeah, like Anthony said too, if you're trying to spot and you're in like a bush, the only way you can fire, essentially when you shoot close to a bush, when it's, you know, you can see through it and it's transparent, when you fire from it, it actually negates any camouflage to any bushes around you. And also you lose camouflage. However, if you back up where you can't see through it anymore, come on, E50. I spent the whole time getting here and you blocked me. If you back up to where you can't see through it and you fire then, you actually won't cause the bush to lose its camouflage, more or less. I guess I deserve that for not really taking the time to aim. Okay, that makes things a lot easier. Ooh, Lord. I did see that 183 over there. Crap. That was a bad bounce. I liked my chances hitting the side of his turret, but I shouldn't have taken that shot. Alright, now I just need to get some shots in here to take out some of these tanks with low HP. Thank you, E75. Always be aware of where your turret's sticking out. I'm just starting to lose guys around me, which is no bueno. It's kind of pointless for me to kill him, but I'm gonna die anyway. It's like I just lost my ammo rack too. But I'm just getting itchy here. But more or less, you know, as far as spotting and scouting, there are very good guides on it. You know, do a Google search and it should pop up for you. But it does take time to, you know, get it down pat. But you know, thanks for watching today, guys. I know it was a little bit frustrating for a lot of the time. I definitely was a little bit off of my game, but anyway, more or less, my next stream is going to be Friday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might pop on tonight or tomorrow at some point, but I'm not too sure. But, you know, if you're a subscriber, it will give you a notification if I do hop on. And if I do know, I'll try to schedule it ahead of time, or at least say something in Discord along, you know. But thanks again for watching, guys. I know today was a little bit iffy for most of the time, but yeah. I'm just gonna wait till the end of the match here because it shouldn't take. Actually, I might not wait. It's gonna take at least 2 or 3 minutes, but. You know, thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you around. It unsubbed you. That YouTube does do that sometimes automatically. You know, feel free to hit the resub button, but they do unsub people automatically sometimes if they feel like you didn't mean to hit it, or they have these weird things now. Like, I lose subscribers for the oddest reasons now, where it's automatic at some point. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you around next time. Hopefully matchmaking and RNG is, hopefully myself and Uber's suffering today has made one of you guys extremely lucky. But actually, talking through this, the game has ended. But regardless, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.